Hello, good morning. This is Pastor Nick Hood. We'll be starting worship in just a few moments. You're probably wondering, where am I now? Well, I'm back at Belle Isle. I'm at the children's playscape at Belle Isle. No, I did not play here as a child because this did not exist. But my children played here. And in the early days of the pastor's Memorial Day bike ride, we would start the bike ride parking outside here. The children would come here and play. And we did fine with that for, about 33 years. But then the Grand Prix took over the island and just made it difficult for us to do this. And so then we shifted the pastor's bike ride, annual bike ride, to the church. And we've had a good time with that. We've been on hiatus since the pandemic, but we'll be back soon, maybe later in the early fall this year. But I want to share with you what I'm preaching about today. I'm preaching about the love, the marriage between Abigail and David. Last week I preached about the anointing of David. The week before that I preached about Samuel, who anointed Saul, the first king of Israel, and David, the second king. But today I want to talk about the second wife of David. The first wife was Michal, who's the daughter of Saul. But then Saul snatched his daughter away from David. He was so jealous. He didn't like that. So David is on the run, and while on the run on Mount Carmel, he sees 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, and they're owned by a man named Nabal. And it's a somewhat complicated story, so I'm not going to go through it right now, but Nabal is married to a woman named Abigail. As it turns out, when Nabal finds out that Abigail has provided food to David and his 400 soldiers, he gets angry and he has a stroke, and then he dies. And after he dies, David comes back to Abigail and he proposes to her. And she is happy to be his wife. And she becomes his road dog. She's with him. David is not 30 years of age at this point in his life. And I have a feeling that Abigail was about the same. She's a young woman. But she's with him to his death when he turns 70. And so I'm going to be preaching about that today. Preaching about the love dynamics between Abigail and David. And what happens in marriage when you're married to one person but you love another, and how you respect your marriage, but deep down inside you have feelings for somebody else. And that's what David and Abigail were going through. It was very short, a short courtship, but they were respectful of each other's situation. And as it turned out, she becomes his ride or die wife. She's his road dog. And Abigail is with him through thick and thin. And in the sermon today, I'm going to delineate some of those experiences that they went through together. She even got captured by an enemy, and he had to go rescue her. She's a ride or die woman. And I don't know how many of you have a ride or die woman or a ride or die man. But that's what I'm preaching about today. So pick up the phone, call a friend, tell them Nick Hood's on the line, and worship is about to begin. God bless, God keep you, and remember, I am praying for you.